What's up, my royal priesthood? By now, you've seen the videos of the young lady calling the different churches as a social experiment to see if they would be willing to help a mother and a starving infant. And some of the responses have been heartbreaking. I watched a couple of the videos where some churches said no, where there was a mosque that helped, a grandfather in Appalachia that helped, and there were some other people that helped as well. But what stood out to me was the amount of churches that said no or just refused to help, not knowing that they were being recorded. And then afterwards, once the videos surfaced, you see church folks making all kinds of excuses, videos, rebuttals. And I saw this one pastor in Baton Rouge. I'm not going to call his name, but I really feel sorry for his members at Living Faith Christian Center because he sat up there and called this woman a witch because he got exposed publicly. Him and his ministry got exposed publicly. I'm going to say the name Raymond Johnson. They got exposed for saying no to people in need. Despite we can see on your life that you're in this lavish church building, you're dressed nice and everything, but yet you couldn't provide simple help or even provide resources or kindness at all. And so getting up in the pulpit calling this woman a witch, saying I would unplug the internet and I blame social media. Raymond, it wasn't social media. It was you and your church and your doctrine. Okay. You failed a basic test that you have open notes for. You have the open book of the Bible. It tells you to help the widow, help those in need, help the children, help the orphan, help the elderly. But you can't even do that. And instead of taking accountability for your lack of action, your lack of care, you further demonize the person that you're mad at and not addressing the real issue. You're saying it's just a test. This is the devil. No, that wasn't the devil. That was God testing you to see if you are who you really say you are. I would hate for you to get to them pearly gates that you believe in. And God, Jesus himself says, depart from me, for I know you not. Yes, I saw that test you failed. And then I saw what you did afterwards. That is not of me. And I can only imagine the members of these churches who are tithe paying members who may be struggling and have asked these churches for help with food, finances, even the federal workers in these churches. I can imagine what's happening to them. And I know for a fact that church is not helping anybody in that community. Because if you were really helping people, your answer would have been different on that phone and in that video. You have just been caught being a liar and a fraud. You have found yourself being a hypocrite, and God hates that. According to you, this is what the Bible says. God hates the proud. God hates liars. God hates people who use his name to swindle the people out of their hard-earned money and can't even put it back into community. It makes no sense for you to have these big lavish buildings while the neighborhood around you lie in ruins. The church's priorities are messed up and the church is looking bad right now. The church has always been looking bad, but is looking even worse right now because you are refusing to show yourself as a decent human being. You don't even need the Bible to tell you to give. If you're depending only on the Bible, then you're a horrible person to begin with. Live, love, and be free. Do better, church folk.